My shit done. I got it booted up on my PC right now. I got an NCAA game though. DB don't got the game?
Welcome everyone to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Hines is back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's right on target.
Because you can't, once you, like, if you got a certain money, you just can't walk in the store and, like, Fed's gonna be on your ass.
They're moving forward just a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Going over the top. And the ball is picked off.
Not all DB. Again, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Give to the running back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. There he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David.
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Yeah, Matt just gave up a bag.
They keep pushing.
Matt just gave up a bag.
Work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
They gave up a first round this year, first round next year. They gave up 4 firsts altogether. And then they gave up Cole Anthony and then Katavius Caldwell Pope.
And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return.
Yeah, and then 4 firsts.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the
Dang, nice. He top 10 for shooting guard.
the field, and how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
He young. He top 10.
And the sudden change.
It's a bad trade for the Magic, but they ain't win down mode. They making the playoffs and shit. So I'm saying they got a squad though. They definitely got a squad.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
I hate actually getting out the house. I like niggas pull up on me, bro. You gotta get out the house, drive to niggas. And if they not far, if they not far, it should be in there. If they far, it should be in.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
Shit, when I was in North Carolina, I just pull up to the ball. You good? Good looking, bro. I'm out.
In their favor on this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
I don't do that small talk, bro.
They'll line up for a
What's your girl? Like, yo, what's up? You true?
He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Plows through the defense. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for the
Yeah, I hate niggas who do that. Like,
come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more.
What the fuck? Yeah, like, what the fuck?
And the extra point will tack
Why you ain't sit out on my phone, bro?
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass.
Yeah, I would have tweaked. I would have drove off, bro.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to.
My cousin like that, bro. He'll be like, "Yo, I got a dub. I need a dub." I pulled up on him. Said, "Nah, I got you. Said I got you like in a little bit." And then he said my Apple Pay was fucked up, so I got you on Friday. Then I hit him up on Friday. I'm like, "You got that, cuz?" He ain't reply, bro.
On
I'm like,
third
"Yeah."
down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Niggas burn you over fucking little money, bro.
Wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, over a 40 pack, I'll be pissed, bro. I'll be pissed.
Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. He is stopped.
Looking like a runner.
They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Leaves it with the running back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Tigers have this offense rolling. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Makes his connection. Touchdown, Tigers! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here to steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Open runway ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Now from inside the red zone. Gets away. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. they can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Niggas love man, like, oh my gosh.
At least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On second down, they'll take to the air.
Look at love screens.
On the screen. Smashes through.
Look at that big ads, bro. Like,
34-yard line. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field.
That's no bad, bro. This is running RPO schools.
Those teams are really special.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Feel like that's fair.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. The throw.
What?
Grab near the marker. It's Bond.
Oh my God.
Game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here 1st and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the quarter and about to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Somebody popped your ass.
Receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Man, that's big.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the back. It's complete. And they'll finally
got guns in there?
but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Spencer. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers.
Off he goes. Running through contact. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They move on top here in the 4th. The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Feeling some heat.
Yo, this nigga is a screen fiend, bro. What if we have a no bag, bro?
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Makes room.
Bro, my man wasn't fast enough.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He uncorks one deep.
See, you can say it couldn't bite.
Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown LSU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he'll be brought down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a...
Gonna take a shot. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, look out.
Hit it! Thank you! What on fucking line?
Covering it up and not letting the offense get it back.
Walk this dumbass.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. At the 45, on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive just for
I'm so kidding.
And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's going to run it. And his
he getting smacked. He's a quarterback. He got him fumble that. Like, he got him fumble that.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. The RPO, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 33.
He missed. He missed. He missed. Let's fucking go. He missed. Oh my God, this nigga missed. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Knock it off the elbow.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here.
Overtime, let's get right. That's why I hate NCAA games. They so fucking long, bro.
So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback.
That nigga
And
funky, bro. He a
nothing,
QB.
and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They've got a little work to do here on
Good.
3rd and goal in overtime.
26, bro. I'll be 27 next month.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah.
They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, remarkable.
Why would they send the older niggas first?
This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going up top on first down. He'll pull it down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
Bro, oh my God, he finessed this shit.
Gets them down to the and the defense is running
Oh, that
out
was
of
a
answers.
touchdown. He got me, bro.
Offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun. And
I think he's going after Edith, huh?
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth.
Shit.
Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.